there are homeless people out there who can't even pay their mortgages. Is that what George Washington had in mind when he started America? It's like, read something sad, learn a book. Fact, for every 5 people who are hungry, there are 5 people who are too full. And that's just supposed to be acceptable? No, we need bipartisanships. Because there are some people in Africa right now where it's like, no. This election is a disgrace, okay? This is a colostomy. I think we all know the real reason Julian Assange is in jail, and that's because she's a woman. Do you even know what women have to do when we go vote, Michael? We have to show our IUD. I'm sorry. That's outrageous. You need to wake up and smell the music.
Hello guys, and welcome to the Real News with Mark vlcek. Guys, I had to play that video. I saw Mark Dice. It was on his Twitter. It was hilarious, so I thought I'll bring it to you guys today, guys. Today's Monday. Last show was Monday. Tuesday, Donald Trump came out, did his excellent speech on immigration and everything. I loved it. I think Donald Trump hit on every point that need to be hit on, about the 80% of women that come over the desert, migrate from Mexico to here, are sexually assaulted. The countless people have died in America in the hands of illegal immigrants. And I thought it was great. I'll give Donald Trump a proud of your boy on that, Donald Trump. But later on that night, Chuck and Nancy, here they are coming out. That pretty much was hilarious to me, I thought, is that they look like 2 parents that caught their son or they caught their child doing something wrong. You know what I mean? They had that look on their face like, you're in trouble now, which was funny. And the whole thing that Chuck and Nancy said was ridiculous. And that's typical Democrats that they come out and say all this stuff, and they want us to forget. Because on my last show, last week, Chuck, from 2005 on, was saying that, illegal immigration is wrong, it hurts Americans, and this and this, and he saw Hillary Clinton talk about a barrier or a wall. But now since Donald Trump wants the wall, it's a big deal. So I found that kind of funny, and there was a few other people that came out saying things about the wall, which is ridiculous to me. So it's been about a week, and today, this past weekend, I found out on Friday, there was a trip for 30 Democrats, excuse me, in Puerto Rico, to go to Puerto Rico. I have a quick little video. Let's go to that, and I'll come back and talk to you guys.
We need work. We need pay. Shutdown fellas got to go, hey, hey, ho, ho. Shutdown fellas got to go, hey, hey, ho, ho. Shutdown fellas got to go.
And there you see, guys. One thing I want to say before I get into it, guys, is that one of the reasons they were there in Puerto Rico was to look at the cleanup efforts since Hurricane Maria. So they were there for that too. But the thing that really upset me is, as you saw, like I said, Chuck and Nancy and other Democrats coming out saying all this stuff about Donald Trump shutting down the government and all these workers, federal workers, not getting paid. They're losing pay and losing money. But these Democrats, 30 of these Democrats went to Puerto Rico, and it wasn't all about Hurricane Maria. It was more that and celebrating, having a good time, sitting on the beach, drinking margaritas and having a good time and staying in over $429 hotels. And that really ticks me off, because we have seen this so many times in the government, in politicians, not Democrats and Republicans. You have seen this bullcrap of, we care about you and we care about your situation, we care about this and that. But as you see right here, you see them, 30 Democrats taking off to go talk to Facebook and Comcast and all these other lobbyists to pretty much, when you see a lobbyist with a government official, it's more, hey, we forgot about you American citizens, that we talked about you guys and win our election, and we're here to do this, this, and that. Then they get to these lobbyists and they forget about us. And I think that's what a lot of it was in Puerto Rico. There's a government shutdown, and as Donald Trump has said many times, with Chuck and Nancy and other Democrats officials will come to the White House and let's have a conversation, let's talk about this. And I think it would be fixed, and I think it can be fixed, like Donald Trump said, in 15 minutes. They say, okay, we're going to give you the money, Donald Trump, and you can build your wall and keep everybody safe. And pretty much everybody knows it can keep the wall, could keep us safe, because I don't know if you guys saw, because it was here and there on the internet, and a few other people like Mark Dice and a few other people were talking about how Jim Acosta went to McAllen, I believe it was, Texas, and he pretty much did a Twitter video and talking about a wall. And he said, this is the slats that Donald Trump is talking about. You can look through the slats and see the Mexico border and all that. And he's saying, I don't know what Donald Trump is talking about with this crisis, because I don't see any migrants, that's his word, migrants, storming this area. I don't see anybody trying to climb the wall or, trying to get into America right here. Well, the funny thing is, the reason you don't see anybody there, Jim Acosta, is because there's a wall there. If there's a wall, like there's a wall behind me, I couldn't get through this wall. I would have to go through a door. And so I really do believe if we had a wall and a southern border, crime would go down, and a lot of things would go down. And I think that would happen, and I wish Jim Acosta went where Donald Trump went, with talking to the Border Patrol and all them. If he was in that area, Jim Acosta would have saw that there is a problem. There is a problem in our southern border. And everybody knows that. Democrats know it, but they're not, Democrats, Republicans, everybody's against the wall knows that walls work. It works in Israel, it'll work here. So it's really irritating that I wish they would just come to the table. That's pretty much how Donald Trump laid it down last Tuesday. He says, I'm here. He was here all weekend while they were out partying and having a good time in Puerto Rico. He was here at the White House waiting for him to come. So I think the biggest problem, and I think I said before, and I think, is that the Democrats love that there's a shutdown, government shutdown, because I really believe and I really feel that if the government reopened and Donald Trump got his $5.7 billion for the wall and the wall got built, they would give Donald Trump a victory. And the Democrats do not want to give Donald Trump a victory. They don't want to give him a win, because, he's been president for almost 2 years, almost 3. And he has gotten victories after victories, but you don't hear from the mainstream media. You don't hear how the great things he's doing with unemployment and with the crime bill. I mean, not the crime bill, I'm sorry. That was Bill and him. The prison reform bill that he passed to help people in prison, and so many other things that he has helped in the black community. I believe the prison reform bill was more for the black community. And let me get into that real quick, is that if you guys remember, who was in the White House talking to Donald Trump about it? Kanye West. An African American was talking to Donald Trump. And before that, it was Kanye's West wife talking to him. And there you saw there was a lady that got released from prison that really didn't need to be in prison. She really didn't need that big giant sentence that she got. But as you see, like I was saying, they're not going to give Donald Trump any credit. They're just going to tear him down. So I think if he did get the wall, there was no way, and they know it, that if he gets the wall and gets this funding and starts building the wall, there's no way the Democrats are going to win in 2020. Because I've heard a lot of people talk that that's one of the reasons why Donald Trump is in the White House, is because Americans want security for all citizens in our country. So I really feel that that's why they are not coming to the table. And a lot of people say, well, Donald Trump could do a state of emergency, and which he can. He can do it, and still bypass Congress and get the wall built. So I had a lot of conversation with friends this weekend, and he's saying, well, if Donald Trump doesn't get the wall, that he's not going to win in 2020. But I want you guys to think about something here. Donald Trump is not sitting at the White House doing nothing. He's not out golfing. He's not out doing other things. He is here fighting for America, fighting for the wall. So we have to look at that. He is fighting to get the wall like he said he was going to get. So, and there's so many promises he's already accomplished like he said he was going to do. So I want you guys, if you guys are on the fence and kind of upset at Donald Trump, like, if you don't get the wall, I'm not voting for him in 2020. Well, I want you guys to look and say, he is trying to get the wall. He is trying to get this accomplished. So I want you guys to look at that and see he is trying to get this accomplished. And then one last thing I want to say, guys, before I let you go, is that a lot of times you saw my last show, I was talking about like Fox News, CNN, and MSNBC in 2016 was really against Donald Trump, even Fox News. And when Fox News already kind of lets Sean Hannity, Tucker Carlson, and Laura Ingraham kind of be on the president's side with things, but I really do believe behind the scenes they're not for the president. I think they're just trying to keep the establishment, Republicans in America, closer to Fox News and so forth. So I wanted to say, guys, I watched Joe, his Uncut with Joe Gerald. His show last week was awesome, guys. I would go to watchwctv.com. Check out his show from last week, right there on the screen, guys. Go there, go to Videos on Demand, find Uncut with Joe, and watch his episodes, guys. And watch my episodes too here, and The Real News with Mark Vlcek. I think me and him are really bringing you guys the news that you're not seeing in mainstream media. We're not going to give you a spin. So I wanted to really put that out there, guys, and let you guys know that WCTV, two shows on their channel, is really bringing in the news of what's really going on. So I would check them out, check me out, and check him out. And guys, we have to stick with Donald Trump. All right, guys? So that's pretty much all I had to say today. I appreciate you guys listening to me, and you guys have a great rest of your week.